Hey everyone, welcome to today's Program Yourself Thin podcast, the last podcast of 2024. And we're talking about reflecting on the year. Okay, you can't grow and evolve if you don't appreciate what preceded it. Right? You need to recognize where you're at in order to realize what's worked, what hasn't worked, and where to go from here. Please do not do the main dieter thing where you never reflect on anything. Right? Dieters don't reflect on anything. They just do their diet and then they stop doing their diet and complain about it. And so we need to understand it. We need to break it apart. We need to diagnose it. And the more awareness you have of what worked and what didn't work, the better you can be at going forward with more elegant strategic solutions that are going to move you in the direction you want to go in. But what you can't do is the same stuff you've been doing forever that hasn't worked for you. And so I believe this is the perfect opportunity to look over your last year. And this is so valuable because we get different perspective. You know, we go through life kind of first person. We're just always going through it. And unless we intentionally take the time to reflect and get a different perspective on things, we're kind of locked into this one version of it. And so the end of the year is such a great time to look back over the year and notice what things worked and what things didn't work. Okay. Because again, dieters, I did Weight Watchers for 3 months and I lost 10 pounds. Oh, and then I blew it. That's it. You get, if that's how you're going through things, you're not getting any value out of it, right? Yeah, you did it and you lost some weight and then you put the weight back on. Who gives a shit? You didn't learn anything. You're no different now than you were when you started that diet, and you're just going to repeat the same bullshit over and over and over and over again until you look and you say, oh, I was real excited and motivated there because the summer was coming up and I was thinking about how I wanted to look, how I wanted to feel. I was really focused on where I was at and where I wanted to go. And it was easy for me to stay on track. Then 2 months later, after I'd lost 10 pounds, I lost my job. And all of a sudden I got really stressed and I started going back to the food. Okay, so now we have something to work with. Dieters never do this because everything with dieters is just make the right decision in the moment. Just always make the right decision. Oh, I don't need to learn anything. I know what to do. I just got to force myself to do it. That's bullshit. You need to realize what's working for you, what's not working for you, so that you can start being more strategic. And both are just as important because knowing what doesn't work for you is really important because then you can change it up and don't do the same thing. If it didn't work for you once, it's probably not going to work for you again. On the flip side, if it worked for you once, it'll probably work for you again. So again, so much of weight mastery is recognizing what's not working for us and appreciating what is working for us, and then optimizing as we move forward. Okay, recognizing the things that aren't working for us, optimizing them in a direction that will help us and make us get the results we want. So, what's worked for you, right? What worked for you this year? Even if it only worked for a week, even if it only worked for a month, stop with the black or white thinking. Just because you did it and it worked and then you got off track doesn't mean it didn't work. It probably just means something happened at the end there that caused you to get off. Maybe you got bored with it. So maybe this time when you do it, you need to recognize I need to have more variety. Maybe all of a sudden, again, some stressful event came off and blew you off course. Okay, I was doing great and it was working well, but then the stress came and I didn't know how to deal with it. So I need to figure out how to deal with stress better. You see, again, the mistakes you make are, they're blinking red lights saying, here, fix me. Fix me. We need to fix this first before we can move on. And again, dieters never do this. So again, appreciate what worked for you, what didn't work for you, and go a little deeper into it. What was going on? How did you get it to work for you? How were you thinking? How were you feeling? What mindset were you in? What were you doing? And what knocked you off track? So that you're prepared for it better the next time you approach it. And if you keep doing it this way, if you really adopt this mindset and this approach, I don't use the word guarantee lightly, but you are pretty much guaranteed success. Because if you keep moving forward, building on your mistakes and improving so you do it better the next time, and the things you're doing well, you keep optimizing and evolving and growing and making work even better, how can you not succeed? Because you've never done this with your weight. You've never done this with your weight. You've tried to force yourself to do something and you can do it for a little while. And then when you get off track, that's it, all done. And then you get off track for a while, and then you go back to it and you start exactly the same way you did before the first time. And you repeat the exact same process, get the exact same results, and it's time to do something different. And it starts right now by reflecting on your year, recognizing what worked, recognizing what didn't, and starting from that place. So I hope this helps you out. If you want some extra support with this whole process, click the link in my bio, go get the hypnosis session, watch the video I made, and check it out. It'll help you put in the right state of mind, right mood, and right energy. So go check that out. If you have any specific questions, feel free to ask them. I'll get to them. I know a lot of people. It is funny. What's up, Katie? Katie said, "Happy New Year's, everyone." Yes. And it's funny. So I appreciate anyone's even listening to this, because most people, and I know this, right? Because again, I have a lot of background data that really shows you that people do not want to think about this right now. They're still in their ignore holiday mode, a lot of people. So I respect the fact that anyone's here wanting to hear about this, and I think but I think it's helpful, so I applaud you though. But tomorrow, it is so funny. You'll see tomorrow. I'll be on here. I love doing my New Year's Day podcast. It's one of my favorite ones. But I will get on here tomorrow to do the New Year's Day podcast, and we'll have lots of people on here, and it'll go maybe for a long time. We'll see how it goes. But because tomorrow, everyone, New Year, new me. Tomorrow, not today, tomorrow. So it's so funny. Oh, what's up, Jody? Trying YouTube out. All right. Yeah, it probably sounds better. I know, because I live stream this all over the place. So I know YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Well, Instagram's having its own issues lately, but I guess maybe they've been fixed. But I do know that YouTube and the other ones sound better, because I'm using that microphone as opposed to that little guy, which is the TikTok one. But actually, the TikTok one sounds a lot better now too because of that. So, anyways, what's up, Karen? Hello, happy New Year. 2025 is going to be wait for it, legendary. All right, I like it. And of course, right? So don't get all cynical. I know, there's a lot of cynicism around New Year's resolutions, and I think it's okay. I understand that, but Jody says, "Sassy Jim on New Year's, please." I will be sassy tomorrow. That's usually I love the New Year. I love New Year's Day podcast. It is literally, it's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not a big New Year's celebrator anymore, but I won't work much tomorrow, but I will pop up for the old podcast because it's so funny to me. I just think it's funny because, and the title of the podcast will probably be, "Please don't start a diet." Please don't start a diet today. And so my goal is that I'll be able to argue with people all day long about why dieting's stupid. That's my plan. So that's how I'm going to kick off the new year. And then obviously, if you're in the program, I'm doing the coaching calls today. They'll be a little shorter than normal, you know what I mean? But we'll still get on to the normal times. And then we'll do coaching call Thursday. We'll have the normal ones, but the Thrive Now Inner Circle coaching call will happen just like last week. We'll do that at 2:00, the regular call at 3. And if you're in the boot camp call will be Thursday at 10 a.m. Onward through the fog. I'm having trouble resetting my password. That I'm sorry. And I'm so angry about this. That password resetting thing in my system that I deliver the program in is just enough to make you want to, it is so frustrating. I've talked to them about this. I'm going to write to them about it again because it's annoying. What I can do for you, Onward, if you email me and let me know what password you want, I can literally reset it for you. That's the easiest thing right now. It's fast. I can do it instantly for you. And in the meantime, know that I'm working in the background, still trying to get this thing fixed. It is annoying. But also just another one too, make sure you're in the Circle app. Are you in the Circle app? Okay. I sent that email out. I want to make sure you're in there because that's a much nicer experience. If you have an iPhone, the Android thing, we're still working through a little bit of bugs. That's okay. But it's a nice experience and that's going to be a real foundational piece of the program moving forward. So you're going to want to make sure that you're in the Circle app now. And if you don't have that link, again, just email me and I will send that over to you. But we'll get that set for you. Again, not a big deal. I know it's frustrating for you because you haven't been able to reset it. It's just one of these things. It's annoying. It's so annoying. It makes me crazy. Technical stuff, that's one of my big challenges in life, stress-wise. Sassy Jim. Yeah, I might be sassy tomorrow because I'm going to just destroy everyone's hopes and dreams tomorrow. That's my excitement. I'm going to kick off the new year by destroying everyone's hopes and dreams that they're going to start Weight Watchers on New Year's Day and succeed. I will do my best to stop them. I'm joking. People can do whatever they want, but there are some things. 72. No, is that you, Jen? Jen, do you have a different name every other day? You confuse me, Jen. I know that's you. It is Jen. Okay, yes. How do you change your name so much? I gotta change my name on that thing. Yeah, Karen says I hate technical stuff. Yeah, technical stuff is annoying, and I will tell you, I always joke about this, but it's not that I'm not technical. I'm okay enough technically. Like on my own, like figuring things out, I'm great. I'm fine. But when you put me as one of the main people running the technical side of this for all these other people, not my best. I'm not really built for that. I don't have the brain for it. So, um, yeah, there's issues, but they're not really I gotta be honest. I don't mind taking the blame when it's my fault, but there's certain issues with these programs I use to deliver because I've tried, you got to understand, I've been doing this for 20 years. 20 years I've been teaching this program online. It's so crazy, but that's a true story. 20 years to almost the day. I've been teaching Program Yourself then even before that, but online, it's literally the 20th anniversary. 20 years ago, I had a friend who was a hypnotist and got into internet marketing, and we did a big teleseminar. It was over the phone back then. We didn't have webinars back then. And we did a teleseminar promoting Program Yourself then. And that was the kickoff of it being online. It was a wild success at that time. We sold a bunch of them, and that was the first beginnings of the online version of the program. Before that, I was teaching the program, and I was using it with my clients in my office, and I had a couple places I was going and actually teaching the program. But yeah, 20 years, that's nuts. So over 20 years, I have used probably. It's so funny. I was just talking to someone about this last week. They're putting a program together, but I have literally I've hosted this program probably 20 different ways. I would say it is just, oof, it's so crazy. So, yeah, I have literally used like every single program out there. And what I get to the point I'm making is that they all got something wrong with them, as far as I can tell. I have literally not even one time, had a technical program that just worked perfect. It's never happened for me. So anyways, I apologize for that. And it's annoying, but it's all getting better. I will say the app's the way. I still believe that. I still believe it in my heart. So we'll find out, because I am finding some people I know, if you're in the app, you're having some issues watching videos, if you have an Android, most likely. And we are working on that. So, what's up, Shireen? Shireen says, I may have chocolate running through my veins, but I haven't missed a workout. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's so perfect. And that's really the hallmark of a Program Yourself then client, is that same here, man. I got sugar running through my veins hard. I've eaten more cookies this holiday, I swear, than I ever have. So many cookies, but the entire time I still drank my water. I still meditate every day. I still do a little bit of yoga every day. I'm still getting lots of sleep. I'm still doing the core things, and again, that's the hallmark of the all or something mindset, where we may not be perfect with what we're doing, but we're still grounded. We're still in the game doing certain things. And so for Shireen, it's her workout. For me, is my water, my meditation, and stuff like that. But that's a real life. You know what I mean? Again, dieting is built around fantasy land, fucking fantasy land. And I'm fired up for tomorrow. I'm going to save it. I'm just going to save it. This is going to be a kind of a quick one today. I'm going to save all my frustration against dieting for tomorrow, but don't worry, there's plenty of it. But yeah, you're not going to be perfect. You're never going to be perfect long-term. You can be perfect for a week or two, whatever, but you're not going to be perfect long-term. You're not going to be perfect in the holidays, year after year after year, most likely. Right. And so you don't have to be, and so again, Shireen, who gives a shit? So you eat lots of chocolate, maybe put a couple pounds on, who cares? You're still grounded. You're still in the game. And again, you're going to really notice, I says to all my clients, when you get to next week, that's when it really shows up, the something mentality. It really shows up that, yeah, I've been in the game. Even me, like, I'm like tons of cookies and tons of bullshit, but I still have my base. My foundation's still there. So when I do transition back into, and again, I got an extra week because I'm going away Friday, going to Disney. And so I'll be eating like shit for a week, but I'm so excited. I'm excited when I get back. I can't wait to get back on my normal schedule, and so, yeah, great job, Shireen. That's a key thing. Good to hear that. Jody said you have to start saying 6,000 coaching calls. Yeah, you're right about that, right? Good Lord. And I'm going to hit a lot more. I got a lot of coaching calls. I took a little bit of time over the last couple of weeks, and I was kind of just reflecting on how I wanted to move forward over the next year. And I am so excited about it. Those of you that are kind of qualify for the coaching programs, I got to put that video out. Did an info session last night about that. So I'll send that out to the people that qualify for that. But like I said, if you want to do coaching with me, now's the time to do it, because this next year will really not be about coaching for me. I'll be doing my coaching that I'm doing, and I'm actually doing more of it with the people I already kind of work with. But where a lot of my focus will be is on my app, on my book, on the Program Yourself Thin, and the Program Yourself Thin Mastery, and Thrive. Those are where a lot of my focus is going to be in terms of like that. That's what I'll be marketing. I'll be putting out there, and I just won't have the bandwidth for coaching. And so what that will mean is that coaching rates will go up next year. Again, it is what it is. What can I do? Again, the Thrive program is really good because now that's at a price that I think most people can afford if they're really serious, and you can still work with me. But the in-depth group coaching I've been doing, it's just, I always knew this was going to happen, is that there's just too many people, and it is what it is. So this is kind of like the last chance you're going to have of being able to work with me in a much more intimate way, where I'm working directly with you consistently over the next year for the price that you can pay. And again, it's still an investment. I mean, there's no doubt about it, but it's going to be a way bigger investment moving forward. So anyways, I just tell you that. But at the same time, there are lower priced options that can work for you as well. So I'm really excited. I really feel happy about the whole suite of options that people have now. But there will be more coaching. So I'm super excited about that. I love doing the group coaching, and I've actually added a couple more group coaching calls to my schedule over the next year. And I'm excited about that because coaching, nothing gets you better than coaching. Like, I look at this all the time because I look at my competition, if there is any, and there is, I'm joking. But when I look at my competition, dieting is nowhere close. But even when I see people that consider themselves to be kind of, weight loss gurus or something like that, a lot of times they start to move away from the coaching. And I'm a big believer, you can hold me to this, is that I personally will always be coaching. I think you need to coach, A, to keep your skills sharp, B, to kind of keep your toes in the water, what's going on, because things are always kind of shifting and changing a bit. And you got to keep your skills up. This is why I'm constantly coaching, because this is what I do, and I see a lot of coaches out there that don't coach all that much, to be honest. I know them. And so, it's, I've done a lot of coaching. I said, I don't know, almost 6,000 private weight loss sessions. That's a lot. That's a lot of talking about weight, So, anyways, so that's exciting over the year. But again, there's options for everyone. What's up, Vicky? How's it going? Happy New Year to you. Jen says, enjoying the holidays and still under goal weight. Eating is off, but kept at water, rest, movement, and hypnosis. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's how you thrive during the holidays. You don't thrive through the holidays just losing weight still. Not most people. Don't get me wrong. If you go through the holidays and you lose weight, okay, great. That's fine on one hand on the weight loss side of it. But on the other side of it, to lose the weight, most likely you had to say no to a lot of fun things. And now you're kind of miserable. So again, it's always about chasing the quality of life, not the number on the scale. Very, very important distinction to make. Yeah. Shereen says all or something. Yes, exactly. That's a smart way to be. Yep. Rachel says group coaching is awesome. I learned so much from everyone. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the group coaching really is great. I love it. It's been amazing. Vicky says Circle's working well on iPhone. Very good, very good. Because again, that is an app. It's Circle now, but it's going to be Program Yourself Thin. But there's a little bit of glitch in the background with some stuff. Doesn't matter. But in the meantime, I'm kind of making sure all the technical glitches get worked out too. So anyways, Jen says, this is the first time you changed it? That's the first time? Maybe you're just on different stuff or something. Maybe that's why. Vicky says, technology is great when it works, sucks when it doesn't. Yes, I can't agree more. It's so true. I'm so thankful for it. I am so thankful for technology. We get the Gym AI clone again. That's really going to be a big part of things moving forward. So I'm thankful for technology, but yeah, when it's working, and when it's not working, I just want to wring technology's neck. What's up, Claudia? Claudia, it was nice meeting you yesterday. It was nice hearing from you. That was nice. Karen says, can you get assistant or someone to just help with that? My sister who works in IT helps me. I actually, yeah, no, I've got people I work with. The problem is, well, there's just different problems, to be honest. But it's, I will tell you, it's always different problems. So it's like a lot of times, like I'll get it and I'll put my person kind of like to diagnose it, or, I'll work with the tech support of the company itself. Yeah, it's hard to believe. It's complex. I mean, that's where I bring the problems. I will say the big part I play, my friend jokes around. He always calls me Jungle Jim. And this is the problem. This is part of the challenge of being an overthinker. I am a massive overthinker. And the challenge that brings with it is that, I look at most people out there and they make like a hypnosis program. It's like 3 hypnosis sessions. Here you go. Or it's shit, I don't even know. It's basic baby stuff. Like, I'm not trying to shit talk them. I don't mean that. You know what I mean? Because that's there's a place for that too. But it's like, for me, I'm so obsessed with this stuff that it's like I have so much information I want to give you. It's too much sometimes, So the biggest challenge for me is whittling things down. But then I'll whittle things out. This is what I did for a number of years. I programmed myself in for 20 years, and I just gone in different directions at different times. So for a while, I just said, Jen, overthinking does burn calories. Just so you know that, Jen. Understand that. That's really important to understand. Overthinking burns calories. Yes. Your prefrontal cortex is the most energy intensive part of your brain. And so the more thinking you do, you literally burn calories thinking. So maybe that's part of my secret. But what was I just saying? I don't remember. But yeah, anyways, it's kind of whittling the programs down. So, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that for a while, that's why I did the private coaching I was doing was like the easiest thing I did, simply because basically I was coaching people. And so there wasn't all this technological stuff. But then I love doing private coaching, but the problem is I couldn't reach as many people as I wanted to. And so then I come back to the programs, and then it's like, I can't just make one program, because it's like there's different people have different abilities to invest at different levels. They have different commitment levels. There's different motivation levels. And so it's taken a while, but to create a program with different offerings for those people, it took a while, so it's there now though. Thank God. So the IT technical problems, yeah, I guess they are kind of caused by me mostly, because if I just simplified things and did one thing, it would be none of that. Delegate. Yeah, I know that. I know an admin. I have worked with admins before, and yeah, that's a growth for me. I need to that's something I need to work on is delegating more. I did pretty good this year. I would say I delegated more than I ever have. I think, like I said, that's why for me, I've kind of hit a point now where I've stopped the programs. Everything's done. The skeleton structure of everything is finished now. There's no more adding. There's no more programs, no more levels. There's no more any of that stuff. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So that is what's kind of finally led to the point of, being able to get rid of all the technical stuff, cause all that's there. Anyways. Okay. Karen says, now I'm in the hard candy, but did throw the cookies away. Yeah, that's okay. Karen, again, that's completely normal. And I think that's smart, because again, it's an improvement. Most likely there's probably less calories in a hard candy than a cookie, so to me, that's an improvement. And you probably you get the sugar flowing through your body, so you still want some of it. And so again, it doesn't have to be all. I'm exactly the same way. Literally, I would literally still be eating cookies if my dog didn't eat all the goddamn cookies. I had it worked out perfectly. I was gonna cookie myself right till I left, and she ate the whole goddamn bowl of cookies that I was gonna eat. So anyways, so now I had to switch over to some little candies that people got me for Christmas, and it's not as good, but but I get it. But it's an improvement, okay, Karen. It's better. That's all that matters in my world, anyways. Yeah, TikTok having some issues. Will TikTok be here in a month? That's kind of a big question. What a crazy world. People get freaking out if they lose TikTok. Me at the front of them. I love TikTok. TikToks are like I don't know. That's my TikToks do the best on TikTok. That makes sense though, right? If overthinking burns calories, that should be a wave. Yeah. No, it does. But again, your body just adjusts all this stuff on the calorie burning side of things, but yeah. But it does burn calories though, just so you know that. Kent says, I was a jazz drummer in my 20s and 30s. My wife bought me a vintage 60s drum set for Christmas. That's awesome. That's awesome, Kent. That's awesome. That's a fun time. Yeah, I used my present. My wife got me a pizza. I got a pizza oven, which is one of the greatest things ever. I love this thing. This pizza's so good. It's crazy. But anyways, it got me like this table, put it on. It's awesome. It was really cool. I had a great Christmas. Nice stuff. Yeah, look at Ken. I haven't thought about food for a week. Good for you, Ken. Ken's right in it, man. He's killing it. That's awesome. I'm kind of the flip side. I was doing a call this morning and I was talking about them with that it's crazy how quick the food noise can kick up. And once you start eating a bunch of bullshit, that food noise kicks. Every cookie I eat turns the volume of the food noise up. So I'm not impervious to it. I want to make that clear. This is a forever managed thing. And I manage it in a multitude of ways. But it is, I tell you this, not to bum you out, but to bring you into the fucking real world, everyone, that you don't just get rid of your old mindset. Not forever, not most people. If you do, great. God bless you. But I would certainly, most likely you got to prepare to deal with that shitty voice and, mindset forever. Which isn't a big deal, by the way. But if you think, a lot of people dieting, obviously, they just think completely backwards and wrong about what's going on. Victoria explored your site in depth yesterday, and I'm anxious to really utilize it. Thank you. Oh, that's great, Victoria. Yeah. And again, I'm pretty sure, Vicky, I'm pretty sure you're in the app, but the app is really where things are going to be going. It's so cool. Even I was saying this to my coaching, my coaching people. It's really cool because the app has rooms in it. So basically it's like when we do our coaching calls, it's all right in the app. So you can just access it if you want to. You can still do it online through like a browser too, if you want to. But as soon as the call's over, the replay's right there. It's transcribed. You're going to start getting summaries of the calls. So whatever I said to you, you're going to get action steps of whatever I said to you. You'll be able to get to it real quick. It'll be timestamped. So it's really exciting. The coaching piece is just going to get better and better. And, yeah. So yeah, definitely. There's a lot of stuff in the site. There's no question about it. And I'm not adding more stuff, but what I am doing is really optimizing and tweaking everything that's in there and making it more accessible through the app. Again, the beauty of the app is that it's right there in your pocket. And I know you're on your phone all the time. So it's the thing with the app is it allows me to kind of integrate into your life real quick. We were talking about this yesterday on the call. Great book we went over. We talked about good habits, bad habits. Wendy Wood, she's awesome. And I think she's the best habit person, by the way. James Clear is fine. I like James Clear. Okay. Charles Duhigg, I like him too. But Wendy Wood is legit scientist studying this shit. And I think she's a level above it, in my opinion. But anyways, went through that book and that was really good. But we were talking about the importance of the environment. It's crucial and it's affecting you in ways that you don't even recognize. And so again, a big part of me moving into this app, and I know there's a little bit of bullshit we had to go through to get there, but the beauty of the app is that it's really going to integrate into your life in a very profound way so that you don't have to remember everything. This is why all the dieters are going to fail starting tomorrow, because what are they relying on? Their brain to keep them focused, motivated, and remembering all the stuff they're going to do. And it's not going to work. And so then the other side, we'll have all the program yourself in people, which they'll be getting notifications multiple times, but twice a day if you want them. Here's your morning session. Just click it. Boop. It's right there. Listen to it. So we're reducing the friction to actually remind yourself to use the program. And I know it's going to be a game changer. And then on top of that, having Gym AI embedded into the whole thing means you have 24/7 coaching. And the coolest part of all that is that's going to be if you're thinking about getting the program, tomorrow I'll make the best deal of the year. And then it's going up to its normal price from that point forward. But I will make a special offer tomorrow, and that will get you the program, the Hypnosis, Gym AI, the app. And yeah, it's an awesome deal. So anyways, that'll be coming out tomorrow if you're interested. Do what I got to do to try and convince people not to start another diet. Yep. Thanks for the mantra workbook. Yep. The mantra workbook's pretty sick, right? It's really cool. Again, it's just, why do we have a mantra workbook? So in the program Yourself Thin is an 8-week program. So every day you get a hypnosis session in the morning, and each week you get a core session with a core mantra in it. The nighttime session, that core mantra is 10 minutes, and you listen to that each day, ideally. And then each morning you get a 5-minute session. So you're kind of bookending your days with this hypnosis. But then what I did is I put together a workbook. I actually did that when I was getting my shoulder surgery. I couldn't move. I was sitting in a chair, but I put that workbook together. And it's just another way to interact with the mantras, to get them into your head, to think about them, to associate them with a cool picture, and to ask some questions to reinforce it. So yeah, that workbook's awesome. Glad you like it. And yeah, look through it. Be really cool. Well, thanks, Karen. All those likes. Talk to people, get the likes going tomorrow. I love tomorrow. I know it's like, why would I get so excited to dash people's dreams tomorrow? I'm not that way. I'm just, I do it because I love running into people that are really motivated to lose weight, but think that the dieting is the best way to do it. So my dog needs my coaching. Yeah. My dog, training a dog is actually very humbling. And I'm not that great at it, but it is interesting. There was a great book, Don't Shoot the Dog. That's a great book. If you're looking for books, is that what it's called? I know it's called that. Let me just double check and make sure. I know it's called that though. Shoot. Yeah, Don't Shoot the Dog by Karen Pryor. Great book. Great book. A book on human change written by a dog trainer. Very interesting stuff, and a very interesting paradigm. I should do a lesson on that. Details on the pizza, please. Let's see. Last night I was in full on mode. So I made a lot of extra pizza. I will say that. I think I did the extra pizza to make up for the cookies. That happens. And that happened. So what did I do? I made a clam pizza, which is one of my favorites. I made like 3 kind of regular ones, just, sauce, mozzarella pearls, and one had like onions and jalapenos. One had a veggie pepperoni on it. Another one, kind of a mix of some of those. And so I've got probably a large pizza and a half still in the house. I'll probably eat. So I love it. I don't know. That's my thing. My thing is carbs. Like, I'm a bread monster. Again, I like the sweets too. No doubt about it. But I've never been like, it's definitely more of a carb person. I can just eat. I could like eat a loaf of bread and just be fine. You know what I mean? It's so funny like that. If I ate the equivalent in sugar, I would not feel as good. So again, everyone's different. But for me, I'm a carb monster. Which, by the way, I was thinking that today. I was literally making breakfast this morning. I was like, I like carbs, and I do well with carbs. You know what I mean? Like meaning, I don't mean that I can eat unlimited carbs and just be what I want to weigh. I'm not saying that. I want to make clear. What I mean is that I could eat a loaf of bread and feel fine. You know what I mean? So it's like I can handle it really well. And I like it. And so I was thinking, that's been my breakfast each morning is Ezekiel toast, right? So it's the healthiest version of a carb pretty much you can have, but it's a fundamental piece of my day. And again, if I had bought into the bullshit of, I got to be keto, no carbs, I would be struggling. So again, I have carbs in my day, not very many refined carbs on my clean days, but I do have carbs because they make me feel better. So just a little lesson there for you. You should always build around who you are. Shireen says, we could have traded. I just regifted a 5-pound tin of cookies. 5 pound. That's a lot of cookies. I probably made 5 pounds. I made a lot of cookies this year. Not going to lie. It was a lot, but yeah, my dog ate them. Well, listen, you know what? Thank God. I got to tell you, would I have eaten all those cookies? I 100% would have. mad that I'm not eating them a little bit, but you know, there is a part of me saying, thank goodness, because it was just too much. Too many cookies. And the old thumbprints. Queen says, still trying to get those phone notifications. Oh, yeah, I have to. I got you there, Queen. I can get you with that. If you shoot me a message, it'll almost guarantee you'll get them. And if you don't, you will get one eventually. I gotta send that. I didn't want to sign everyone up for those because it is phone notifications. So I didn't want to just assume you wanted those. And so if you are in the program and you're in the app and you want to start getting the morning notifications, just shoot me a message in the app or shoot me an email and I will start you with the notifications in the app. You'll start getting them. But I didn't want to start everyone because I didn't want to do that because I don't want you to start getting notifications on your phone if you don't want those. So, but they are working and they're ready to go if you want them. Let's see. Carrie says, is that the Circle app that you're referring to? Yes, it's the Circle app. And so make sure you're in there. If you're in the program, and everyone's going to get access to the Circle app. You don't even have to be a customer. So in the next couple of weeks, you'll be getting access to that as well. So there's a lot of free stuff in there and it's awesome. And it's going to be way better too. So, but right now, if you are already a client, a Program Yourself Thin client, you've got to get in there. I mean, it's way better. It's the best way to go through the program if you got an iPhone. And the Android is catching up quickly. We're figuring out a couple of glitches there, but it's still better and it's just going to keep getting better. So I'd strongly recommend make sure you get the Circle app. If you don't know where it is, go to your email and search Circle and Program Yourself Thin or Jim Katsoulis and Circle, or even just Circle. I sent you a link. Click that and you should, it's easy. It's wicked easy to get this thing. So that's that. And I will send out more links in the new year here to make sure everyone gets in there because it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Carrie says I'm on Android. Yeah, it's not a problem that you're on Android. There's just little glitchy things happening. There was one big glitch that's fixed. The thing that's happening now, and that's what we're trying to figure out. Is it an Android thing? Is it a version of Android thing? Is it a phone thing? So we're trying to diagnose that. But what it is that the some of the videos aren't playing right. That's kind of the thing right now. So working on getting that fixed, and I'm sure it will be in the very, 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 very near future, but everything else is working. And so that's good. And there are redundancies. So again, you can still watch the video. It just takes an extra click or two, but eventually it will be all fixed. So you just watch everything right in the app, right on your phone, iPad, computer, whatever you use. And it just makes it a lot easier. So, all right, everyone, we get out of here. So thank you all for listening. If you're not in my world, make sure you click the link in my bio, go get the hypnosis session. Listen to that session. It's really good. The podcast is Program Yourself Thin. I'm here live most days, Monday through Friday, usually around noon Eastern. I will be here tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be right here at noon or whatever, but I'll be here for a little while tomorrow. So if you want to talk about weight loss on New Year's Day, yeah, I'll be here. So all right, everyone, have a super duper end of the year. I hope you have a nice night and we'll talk soon. Bye.